The magic of 3D printing. 3D printing might sound like something from a science fiction movie, but it is real and super cool. It's a way of making real things from a machine, using a special kind of printer. Let's explore this magical technology in a fun and simple way. What is 3D printing? 3D printing is a process of making three-dimensional objects using a machine called a 3D printer. Instead of using ink like normal printers, 3D printers use special materials like plastic, metal, or even chocolate. What is 3D printing? Imagine drawing something, but instead of just being on paper, the machine builds it up layer by layer until it becomes a real object you can touch and hold. Example: if you want a small toy of a dinosaur, a 3D printer can make it for you by printing layers of plastic one on top of the other until it looks like a real toy dinosaur. How does 3D printing work? Step 1. Design on a computer. First, a design of the object is created on a computer using special software. This is like drawing a picture but in 3D. How does 3D printing work? Step 2. Send to the printer. The design is then sent to the 3D printer. How does 3D printing work? Step 3. Printing in layers. The 3D printer starts printing the object layer by layer, from the bottom to the top. It's like building a cake one layer at a time. Example: making a cup with a 3D printer. First, the computer has the cup design. Then the printer starts making the bottom of the cup. It adds more and more layers until the full cup is ready. Materials used in 3D printing. Common materials: plastic, PLA or ABS, most commonly used. Metal, for making strong parts in machines. Chocolate or sugar, for printing yummy treats. Sand or cement, to build houses or sculptures. Materials used in 3D printing. Example: some bakers use 3D printers with chocolate to create sweet shapes for cakes and desserts. What can we make with 3D printing? Toys. Design and print your own custom toys or puzzle pieces. Medical tools. Doctors use 3D printers to make things like artificial bones or teeth. Car parts. Car companies use 3D printers to make some parts quickly. What can we make with 3D printing? Houses. Yes, there are large 3D printers that can even build houses layer by layer using special materials like cement. Food. Chefs can create amazing food designs with chocolate and dough. Example: a student lost a piece from their chessboard. Instead of buying a new one, they just printed the missing piece using a 3D printer. Why is 3D printing so amazing? Fast and easy prototypes. People can quickly make a sample model of a product to test before making many copies. Custom-made items. You can make things just the way you want them, like a phone case with your name on it. Less waste. Traditional factories often waste materials. 3D printing uses just the right amount. Why is 3D printing so amazing? Saves time. No need to wait weeks for something to be made in a factory. You can print it in a few hours. Great for learning. Kids and students can use 3D printing to bring their ideas to life. 3D printing in schools. Schools around the world are using 3D printers in their classrooms. It helps kids to learn how to create 3D designs, understand math and engineering, be more creative and problem-solving. Example: a science class designs and prints a model of the solar system. Each planet is printed in 3D so students can hold and study them. Fun facts about 3D printing. The first 3D printer was made in 1983. Some 3D printers can print clothes and shoes. NASA uses 3D printing to make tools in space. A man once 3D printed a full electric car. A company even printed a pizza in space for astronauts. Can I learn 3D printing? Yes, you can. Even kids can learn 3D printing with the right tools and support. Things you need to start: computer or tablet 3D design software, like Tinkercad, easy for beginners. 3D printer, or you can visit a school, library that has one. Steps to learn. Start by designing simple shapes like cubes or stars. Learn how to use software to create your own ideas. Try printing your first object. How 3D printing helps the world. 3D printing isn't just fun, it helps people too. In hospitals, doctors can print models of organs to practice surgeries. In poor areas, people can get low-cost tools, toys, or even houses. How 3D printing helps the world. In disasters, quickly print things like water filters or tools to help. Example, a hospital in Africa printed artificial arms for kids who couldn't afford them. This gave them a chance to use their hands again. What is the future of 3D printing? The future is very exciting. One day, we might print food at home using digital recipes. Build space homes using 3D printers on the Moon or Mars. Create human organs like hearts for transplant. Make clothes on demand, instead of going to shops.